Hey everyone, so this video is going to be a little bit different. I make a ton of cards and I've said in videos before that I use them for a variety of things. I donate a lot of them to charity, but I also give a lot of them to family and friends. And what I find is often they're looking for something to give as maybe a teacher's gift or to someone who's helped them a lot as a thank you. They pick out 10, 12 cards from my stash and then we make them up into a bit of a bundle. Now there's different ways that you can do it. There's two main ways that I do. One is I have these plastic boxes, so card boxes, and I do one of two things. Either we put the cards straight in with the cards and envelopes, or we put them in these little cellophane covers and then put those in the plastic. Or a bit more eco-friendly, we actually use ribbon. I'm going to do a box with no plastic, a box with plastic. I'm going to do with ribbon around plastic, and then I'm going to do ribbon, no plastics. Let's do the easy one first. So these plastic boxes are super handy. I bought these in the US. They come pre-creased, but completely flat. So you do need to fold each of the creases really well so that you get a really crisp edge. And then put the box together. It's just very, very standard. You literally click the components in together and you just fold each end exactly the same way. These boxes come in multiple different sizes, and the size that I picked give a little bit of wiggle room depending on what you're putting inside. Now I have 10 cards here. They don't have a lot of dimension. I'll quickly show you what I'm putting in as a variety of cards. I have several of these that you'll notice from videos that I've done recently, and then there's a few others that were from my stash. I will put a link below to any of the ones that came from a video that I created for my YouTube channel. I've got a very big variety here. I really try and do neutrals with a lot of my cards and things that I think would be very flexible and who you're giving them to. Each of the 4 bundles looks very similar to this. In fact, most of the cards in each pack is the same. There's a few different colors, color combinations, and then each of them does have one card that is different to the others. For example, you can see this one here, I only had one of those left, so only one of the card packs has that. Now, with this particular version, I'm going to put these straight into the card box. Traditionally, I would grab 5 of them and have them face one way, and then I would have 5 of them and have them face the opposite. Basically, that just means that you have 2 that are facing out on each side of the box. So this one and this one, for example, which just looks a little bit nicer. Now, when I load it into the box, there is definitely a gap at the top. So the cards do have a little bit of space to move around. You can get boxes that are a little bit more snug, but I specifically wanted one where, you know, you could pop a pen in it if it was going to be as a gift. You could pop some stamps or something in it as well. And then if I wanted to fit some more cards in, I could probably put maybe 12 to 15 in here, but it would be pretty snug. So this is quite a common way for me to do it. For this other pack, if I put this box together again, they should fit with the plastic as well. And the reason I like the plastic covers, especially when I have cards that have been put aside in my stash and I'm not sure if I'm going to make a card set out of it or if I'm just going to use it to send to somebody. These ones here, they will still fit inside even though they're in plastic. And what it means is when you're sorting through the cards or you're trying to decide which one you'd like to select, you just have a little bit more flexibility. When you have the plastic, the cards kind of move around a little easier. They're a little easier to sort through. But again, plastic and the environment, I just don't think it's necessarily needed, but it's all personal choice. Okay, so we've done the 2 in the plastic boxes, the ones with and without the individual cellophane on the cards themselves. Now we're going to take a look at the ones without the box that are going to use ribbon instead. Now, for this one here, I mean, you can either, I've got some ribbon here that matches pretty well with this card. Just whatever is in your stash will be 100% perfect. Now, if you wrap presents and you have a twist at the back and the box is always rickety, I used to do that. For example, I would split the ribbon in half. I would flip my item over. I'd then go crisscross and have this big bump at the back. And then I'd come back to the front and I would tie a bow. So that is how I used to tie a bow. And then you'd have to try and figure out, wait, what am I doing? Let me get this under here. this going to match? Wait, I need to tie a knot to keep it all together. And then it would all be rickety on this knot. So a while ago, I learned from YouTube how to actually do a bow that has not got a crisscross on the back. So if I have this with a little bit of the ribbon sticking out on the left and I put my thumb on top, I'm going to go straight under and keep it flat. I'm going to take it to the top, to the bottom, again keeping it flat. I'm going to go up to the top left corner, tuck it under everything to the bottom right hand corner, and then all I need to do is some bunny ears and then tie a bow. And so this is super secure, nothing is coming out. On the back, I have a crisscross, so it's not rickety. I mean, imagine it was the other way, that would be rickety. And I'm all set. Because I haven't tied any knots, when I want to get a card out of here, I literally just pull it apart and it's the best. Have you ever tried unwrapping a present and you can't get through the knot and you have to cut the ribbon? This is the coolest. Ever since I learned how to do this, I'm teaching everybody who asks. Again, I'm just going to repeat it. This sticks out enough. Imagine this being part of a bow. So you just need to, whatever your style is, put your thumb on top, wrap this flat underneath from right to left, up to top to bottom, over everything, under everything. 2 bunny ears. Tied in a knot. So that is literally how it looks if you have the cellophane bags. The cello bags protect it probably a little bit, stop getting damaged edges. This though, without having the cellophane, is the most environmentally friendly. I mean, you're using ribbon, but I'm assuming you get that from your stash and you can reuse it. So without any covers on it, again, I'm going to do this. These are different widths. It works just fine. So if I have this sticking out to the left, I hold it with my thumb, under, flat, over, flat, top left corner, tucked under everything to the bottom right hand corner. Then I do bunny ears and bunny ears. It's kind of like when you're tying your shoelaces, when kids are learning. I do bunny ears, and then I pull it straight through. Now this does have color on one side and not on the other, so I would normally fuss with that to make it a little tidier, but it's perfect. It crisscrosses at the back. There's no bump. You could potentially give the gift directly like this, or you could then wrap it. If it was a thank you for someone, you could just attach a little tag with a note that's saying, you know, thanks for helping me with, you know, whatever it was that someone helped you with, or thank you gift for a teacher. So in terms of what I would normally do, I know that I would rather give something that doesn't have the plastic. If we say, let's line these up in terms of eco-friendly. So this is the most eco-friendly. I'm going to say these two are similar. I'm not really sure if 10 plastic bags or 1 plastic box is worse for the environment. So let's just say they're equal. And then this one with the double plastic, I'd put in, you know, so first position, equal second and third position. So this is definitely my preference. The majority of my cards do get donated to charities. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I've put another video here for you to take a look at. Have a great day.